Let us see one more numerical. It's a previous year question. Question has appeared in 1996 JEE paper. Question says, two guns situated on the top of a hill of height 10 meters fire one shot each with the same speed 5√3 meter per second. At some interval of time, one gun fires horizontally and another gun in the upward direction at an angle 60 degree with the horizontal. The shot collides in air at point P. The time interval between the firings, the time gap, and the coordinate of the point P. Take the origin of the coordinate system as the foot of the hill right below the muzzle, and trajectory in the XY plane. Trajectory has to be supposed in the XY plane and right below the muzzle. Muzzle means the gun part. So the situation is something, it's like this. There is a hill, okay? This is the foot of the hill which he is telling you to take as a coordinate system. So this is x-axis and this is the y-axis, okay? Yeah, a little bit part is gone. Alright. Now here, two shots are fired, one in a horizontal direction and one in an angled way as a projectile. Okay. So obviously, if you fire both at the same time, they will never meet, because the one which is fired horizontally will fall to the ground earlier than the second case. This is second bullet and this is the first bullet. Now, which of these is a free fall means? Actually both are free fall. This we have discussed in the previous videos that both will come under the case of free fall. The second one is a projectile motion, but one is a projectile motion, but here in the one you have only horizontal speed, there is no vertical component, okay, because it is been said that it has been fired horizontally. Now you need to find first the time gap. So which has to be fired first? So the two has to be fired first, then after some time the first one has to be fired, okay, because the two will take a little bit more time. So let us say we have to find T2 minus T1, okay. Now whenever this type of question is given, you need to identify what is the condition. It is something like this. See, one has been fired like this, okay, and one has been fired like this. So you can see that the x displacement for both the fires is same and the y displacement is same. The distance may not be same, but the displacements are same. So this is one condition we are getting, okay. This is one condition we are getting. Now if you want to imagine it in another way, there is a car, okay, car A is here, car B is here. Car A is going at 40 speed, car B is behind with 60 speed, and they are going to meet at a point. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So while framing equation, we have to see there are two bullets which are fired. We have to compare the x velocities and y velocities. We cannot compare x with the y, okay, and we need to frame the equations. So the speed of the bullet has been given as 5√3 meter per second. For the bullet 1, it is the horizontal speed, there is no vertical component. But for the second one, the horizontal component will be u cos 60, which is 2.5√3. U is 5√3, and the vertical component will be u sin 60. If you calculate for the second bullet, you get 7.5 meter per second. Now, just now we have discussed that both have the same x displacement, not the distance, okay. So x in the case of if you take the first one, so what will be the x? There is no horizontal acceleration. X is equal to ut plus half at square, you remember. So there is no horizontal acceleration, that ax term will become 0 and you are left with ut1. For the case of second fire, you have to take the horizontal component of u, horizontal component multiplied by the time. What is this t2 t1 time? These are the times taken by the individual fire shots, you know. So after t2 time, this bullet will reach here, x displacement is this, and after t1 time this will reach. So here you can get a relationship between t2 and t1, which is t2 is equal to 2t1. You need to just solve it. Now, is the y displacement also equal here? The y displacement also equal here. So if you write the equation for the first one, see, the basic equation is s is equal to ut plus rpt square. Now we have to write this for the first one. For the first case, there is no vertical component of speed, because the speed is only horizontal for the first one. So this ut term won't be there. We will get only half gt1 square. Okay, this is for the first one. For the second one, if you see here, u sin 60 is in the upward direction. Okay, so this velocity is positive, g will be negative, and displacement also is negative. Okay, so you can, if you want to write the equation, you have to write with the sign convention. Displacement with respect to this point, it is in the downward direction, so it will be minus h, and here it will be, velocity will be u sin 60 into t2 minus half g2. There won't be any minus here because velocity is positive. So h is equal to, multiply with minus, you get half gt2 square minus u sin 60 into t2. You can say, sir, in the first case then h also is negative, no? But here g also is negative, so minus minus, it has become plus. Okay, so you got this equation, you got this equation. So from here both are equal to h, so you can equate these two, you will get a quadratic in terms of t1 and t2. So t1 and t2 you have a relationship, you just put that, and once you solve it, you get an expression for t1. T1 you are going to get 1 second. What is t2? T2 is 2 times of that, 2 seconds. So t2 took 2 seconds to reach this point, whereas t1 took 1 second. So that means t1, that means the first bullet was fired 1 second after the second bullet. Here this 1 and 2 is just a name given, okay. This 1 is fired 1 second after 2, just a name given. Okay. So now we can find out x and y, because here also this is the trajectory. Okay, this is the trajectory of 2, this is the trajectory of 1, this is x, this is y, it is in the xy plane. So he has asked you to find out what is the coordinate. So coordinate we have to find with respect to this point. So we have to find this h and x. X can be obtained from this equation. Either you can use t2 or t1, you will get x. And coming to h, you can put it in either equation, you get h. But this h is from this point, and 10 meter is the total height. We want, our origin is this, so it is like this. Our origin is this, and we have calculated this is 5 meters and this is 5 root 3 meters. So x comma y will be, x will be 5 root 3, and what will be y? Y will be 10 minus of 5, this dimension. Okay, so it is 5 root 3 comma 5. That is the answer.